Thank you. On the day, Taoiseach, you were elected and this government was formed, you talked about your gratitude and you talked about humility. And you told us that we stood on the threshold of fundamental change. You told us that a new government will tell the truth, regardless of how unwelcome or how difficult it might be. We will tell it constantly and unreservedly, you said. It is the only way, because the people always have a right to know. Where's that gone? We can't even get answers to questions on the floor of this House. What we have seen is a political culture that is more and not less entrenched in the old ways, where there has been a superficial box ticking and the radical reform that citizens expected and voted for has not materialised. Instead of insisting, for example, and on demanding that Europe share the enormous debt, 43% of the entire European banking debt, for example, was shouldered by just one country, and that's Ireland. You didn't even ask for a write-down. That was what was expected by people. And the game changer that was promised hasn't yet materialised. You say you would listen. Well, the evidence is that the only time you listen is when you're forced to listen. Week after week, the opposition highlighted the medical card fiasco. It was only when the people spoke during the local and European elections that you paid attention. All year, the opposition have been raising the Irish water issue. It was only when 100,000 people turned out on the streets that you paid attention. For more than a year, the housing crisis has been moving into a homelessness crisis. It was only when Jonathan Corrie died across the street in Molesworth Street that there was an outcry and you paid attention. What is most amazing about that is that you've tried today in your contribution to turn your action on that crisis you helped to create into a virtue. And you wonder why there's a question of confidence. The reality of it is, this is a very numerically large government. This vote of confidence will be won, but don't make the mistake of thinking that you have the confidence of the Irish people.
Deputy Paul Murphy.